Well, today we'll be talking about a basketball player by the name of Dennis Rodman. The purpose of this is to enlighten you about his achievements. We'll be learning about his childhood, college, and pro life. Best defensive player that ever stepped foot on the court. And he achieved that by practice and dedication. Dennis Keith Rodman was born May 13, 1961 in Trenton, New Jersey. He was raised by his mother. Shortly after he was born, his father had left his mother, moved to the Philippines. He grew up in Oak Cliff section of Dallas, Texas, which at that time was a very, very rough neighborhood. He grew very attached to his mom. She tried taking him to the daycare at one time, and he was so attached that he didn't even want to move. Through time, he'd grown a lot of hatred towards his father. His father had fathered many, many more children. He's the oldest of, according to him, was 47 kids, and he was 30, I think 30 something years old before he actually met his, reunited with his father. He wasn't always the best basketball player. As a child, his mom showed more favoritism towards his two sisters because they were more talented. He seen that everybody wanted to play offense because everybody wanted to score the points. And one time while he was at the YMCA, watching his sister play, he was like, everybody wants to score, nobody wants to rebound. He wasn't that very well at playing basketball. He even tried out for football, and he didn't make the football team. The reason why he wasn't too well, he couldn't make a layup. He wasn't good at shooting at first. He was only 5'6" as a sophomore, which is fairly short. And so, I mean, he was just real devastated about it, and he just forgot all, just pretty much quit playing basketball. And then when he went to college, or before he went to college, he started working at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport as a nighttime janitor. There he got into some trouble for stealing, breaking into one of the novelty or one of the stores inside the thing. Well, during that time, he'd also went through another growth spurt, and a friend of the family had told him, "Hey, or talked to one of the college coaches down there in Gainesville, Texas." So he tried going back out for basketball. Started doing real well on the court, but he wasn't doing so well in the class. Flunked out of there, and from there he transferred to Southeastern Oklahoma State University. While he was there, he was commuting back and forth to school. Well, during the summer basketball camp, he had met a kid by the name of Brian Rich. Brian Rich was real, what you would consider like, I guess, a hermit type. He didn't want to open up to people because he had shot a friend of his and killed him in a hunting accident. And Dennis had grown to liking or whatever, and they became friends. And because he opened, got the friend Brian Rich talking again, the family invited him to come stay with them. And at first, back then, with him being African American in southeastern part of Oklahoma, they didn't take too kindly to him being in that area, and especially living with the family. Because they were so inseparable, the family just grown to adopt him type of deal. And from there, in 1986, he went on the NBA draft. He was drafted by the Detroit Pistons. He was the third pick, second round. He played for the Detroit Pistons from 1986 to 1993. Played for the Spurs until 1995. Later on, went to play for Chicago Bulls, Los Angeles Lakers, and the Dallas Mavericks. Some of the things that he's achieved while playing basketball: he scored 6,683 points, 11,954 rebounds, 1,600 assists. He's a 5-time NBA champion, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, 2-time NBA All-Star, 2-time All-NBA third team, 7-time NBA rebound champ. He had a lot of obstacles though when he, playing basketball, and that, as many of y'all know, he started dyeing his hair and tattoos and piercings. Well, he got in a thing where when he got his divorce from his first wife, that he felt that he tried pleasing everybody else, and then he even contemplated suicide. And he said, no, that's not the way out. What I'm going to do is he killed the old Rodman and brought in the new Rodman, and he basically had the theory that if you don't like it, you can just kiss his ass. He's not going to try to please everybody else. He's going to live his life. And in closing, I'd like to thank you for allowing me the opportunity to enlighten you on one of the most decorated players, literally, in the NBA. Most people think of NBA players or football players are superhuman, and they have their own problems just like us, and we have to battle them every day.